Joey Sweet, and today I will be informing you about the challenging life of David Goggins. So the Today Show quotes that David Goggins is the toughest man alive, and many of his teachings can apply to everybody's everyday life, and he's a person that I look up to very much. And I'll be talking about before his adult life, starting his military career, and his active military and ultra-marathon running career. So before his adult life, his family life was not very good. His father was very abusive to both him, his sister, and his mother. And they worked in this bowling alley, and they did not have a penny to their name. Their father took all their money and everything, and they eventually decided to escape. And like I said, they didn't have a penny to their name, and his mother had to work from the ground up, working 2 or 3 jobs just to support them in their life. His school life, ever since 2nd grade, he had cheated on every single time assignment, test, and you could really see how that impacted him in the future, because he was failing all of his classes and all these things. And he decided that he wanted to join the military and become a pararescueman in the United States Air Force. And to do that, he had to take a test called the ASVAB, which is for enlisted military personnel. And he had to learn all those things to be able to, from all the way back from 2nd grade, to be able to just pass that test. And he did end up passing. So next thing I'll talk about is him starting his military career. When he got to pararescue school, he didn't end up failing pararescue school due to them discovering that he had a disease called sickle cell anemia, which disqualified him from doing the water-based tests. So he instead became a tactical air controller, which is another job in the Air Force. And after he did his service, he was discharged from honorably discharged from the Air Force. And from there, he became an exterminator and gained weight to the point where he was almost 300 pounds. Then there was one day that he was just watching TV, and there was this ad that came up, and it was about Navy SEALs from the Department of the Navy. When Navy SEALs it's a group of special forces. And he wanted to be a part of that. And so he went to the recruiter, and he told him that, you got to lose all this weight, and I really don't think you could do this. And he said, oh, well, I'm going to do this. And he did. He lost 106 pounds in 3 months. And once he did that, he was eligible, and there's this thing called Hell Week. It's a time where you don't sleep it's more than 100 hours, and it's just pure physical, basically torture. But that's something that they have to go through to be able to pass. Now you only have 3 attempts, and on his, he failed twice, and on his 3rd and last possible attempt, he finally passed. So lastly, I'll be talking about his active military life and his ultramarathon running career. He deployed to Iraq multiple times, where he saw a bunch of different things, and he met a bunch of different people, such as SEALs and other people like him. He also said that that Navy SEAL training wasn't as hard, so he decided to go to Ranger School, which is another special forces for the United States Army. And he did that, and he became the enlisted honor man, which is the highest achievement you can get at Army Ranger School. Next, I'll be talking about his ultramarathon running career. He ran his first race in San Diego. It was a 24-hour race. He ran 101 miles in just under 24 hours, and he's been running ever since then. His most recent race was this August in 2025. That was his 52nd race that he's ever run, and he ran 200 miles in 66 hours. Some of the stats I got were from Ultra Running Magazine. in all of his races that he's ran so far, this doesn't include training runs or anything like that, just all of the miles that he's accumulated from all the races he's been to. He's ran 3,847 miles, and he's been doing this for 19 years. So in conclusion, David Goggins turned adversity into a successful life, and my name is Joey Sweet, and that was David Goggins' life, Challenging Life. Thank you.